A blessed day to you. Welcome to my video class lesson. Just sit back, relax, and learn. In this video, we will study the common atmospheric phenomenon. Did you know that the Philippines has a unique set of atmospheric phenomena? They range from breezes to monsoons and the Intertropical Convergence Zone or the ITCZ. In this video lesson, you will discover more about these atmospheric phenomena and their effects on the weather system of the Philippines. Sounds interesting, right? One important indication of weather conditions is the wind. The wind is the movement of the air in the state of horizontal. If you didn't know, the wind is formed when the dense, cold air that sinks near the ground moves horizontally. Let's have a trivia. A gentle wind is called a breeze. Breeze is referred to the winds that are evident near bodies of water and are also referred to as local winds. While sea breeze is the breeze that appears to come from land toward the sea. During the day, the land heats up faster than the water in the sea. The air above land will then become warm ahead of the air above the sea. Do you know what happens to warm air? It rises. So the warm air above the land will rise. The air above the sea will then move in to replace the rising warm air. But aren't you wondering what will happen at night when the sun is gone? Well, here's the catch: to the land and sea will both cool down. But the land will lose heat transfer than the water in the sea. In other words, the sea will stay warm longer. This time, the air above the sea will be warmer than the above land. The warm air above the sea will then rise. Air from land will move out to replace the rising warm air. This moving air or wind from land is called a land breeze. Land breeze is the breeze that appears to come from land toward the sea. That's amazing, right? Most of us might think that the rain that falls in our places are actually the rains like those that we know in reality. But little did we know, those phenomena are actually monsoons. Monsoons are trade wind systems, but these winds usually brings abundant rainfall to the country, and this is probably the reason why they have been mistaken for rains. In Filipino, the monsoons are called amihan or habagat, depending on where the winds comes from. Are you not wondering that from the month of December to February, the air that we feel is colder than the other months? That thing is actually part of the said wind system. Note, amihan is called as northeast monsoon, while habagat is called as southwest monsoon. Habagat brings so much rain compared to amihan. And now, let's proceed with the ITCZ, the Intertropical Convergence Zone. It is when northeast and southwest trade winds meet at the equatorial region at about 5 degrees north. When warm moist air charging from opposite directions meet, they force the air upward. The rising warm air, known as doldrums, result in a low pressure zone at the equatorial region. But this phenomenon is not stable in its position. It changes positions throughout the year. It moves from the toward area of greatest solar radiation. Thus, it moves northward even by as much as 400 to 450 during March to May when it is summer in the northern hemisphere. And it moves southward to the same extent during September to February when it is summer in the southern hemisphere. To give you trivia, rains brought by the monsoon also have a beneficial effect. First of all, it brings abundant supply of fresh water, although this may be accompanied by the temporary flooding. Secondly, It cleans the environment by effectively removing pollutants from air, rivers, and coastal waters of the country. So, rain and flood are not often subscribed to negative effects. Seeing the brighter side will make you change your perspective. That's the end of our discussion. I hope you've learned. Thank you for watching.